we did several clinics. The first one at Brookhouse was for educators, and for the staff at Brookhouse, which is a school that has a new B-Tech program, they call it. That B-Tech program incorporates sequencing and composing using a software like that we use at Berklee. Anyway, so that particular presentation for me was to show or demonstrate to their faculty what kind of program and syllabus and course descriptions we have in our CWP contemporary writing production major, and also to show them student projects, which are the final outcomes of these courses. So that was really cool. They liked that. The second thing was at Brookhouse, we did a student clinic, and that for me, my clinic was a styles-oriented, using developing, opening them up, that is, to the idea that you can learn different styles and be able to scat grooves and rhythms to other musicians without having to write it down, and have a broader style vocabulary based on the groove writing course that I have at Berklee, but kind of slanted in the performance side also. So they did, for example, a vocalist who doesn't know a lot about grooves broadens her or his vocabulary to a point where they can scat, kind of scat grooves to each other and hear that and be able to communicate that. So that was very interesting, and that they were really happy about seeing the connections too between the African bass influences in our music in the Western Hemisphere. They were really enthused about that, and also they were very happy to show and demonstrate how their African tradition has morphed in Kenya, especially in several popular styles. And we were connecting these things through rhythmic relations with clave, and so it was really nice. That was an eye-opening thing for them. Just did another clinic, some really low-level clinics at I guess you would say a slum school called Habanaba, and here we had horn players, trumpet, French horn, baritone, and trombone players, very beginner. I mean, just had no idea even how to tune their instruments, and it was really important for them to at least get the idea of how to take the first step, tune up, how to support their breath, how to just play the horn. So that was really eye-opening for me. Then the next level up was something in between Brookhouse and, you might say, Habanaba, and at the school, which is
Sarehe.
At the school, which is Sarehe, it takes students from low income, and they come into the school, which is an English-based approach to teaching, and they had a band program there. And we did also a clinic with them where I worked with some trumpet players, clarinet players, saxophonists, and one horn player, baritone player, just getting them open to the idea of improvisation and blues, and just that they can actually express themselves through their instruments and not just have to read music. They hadn't had any of that kind of influence, and they were really just like wide open, totally into it, So that was really fulfilling too. And those are the clinics.
Great. And how would you say the trip was overall?
Wow, the trip was really a very incredible, broad range. When you go to a place like Kenya and you see how broad the range is, from the poverty level, young people and people living in the slums, all the way up to playing, the national anthem at the American Embassy, and everything in between, it's really kind of a shock. But in terms of how the trip went, I experienced so much of a connection with the Africans. They're such great people, and even those people that have nothing are just open and happy that they want to see you and meet you and be open to you. I didn't experience any negativity here, and everywhere we went we were welcomed, and I felt it was really, for me, an experience that I never would have had otherwise, being able to hit all those ranges in the same place over a week. I mean, we worked hard, but that's why we're here, and it was not just all work, it was really play too at the same time. So I'm really happy I came, for sure.
Thank you.